Defence Minister Rajnath Singh on Thursday said that talks with China have led to agreement on disengagement on the north and south banks of Pangong Lake, and both countries would remove forward deployments in a phased, coordinated manner. Singh's statement in Rajya Sabha came a day after the Chinese Defence Ministry said in Beijing that Indian and Chinese troops started synchronized disengagement at the south and north banks of the Pangong Lake in eastern Ladakh. The ongoing tussle between the government and the Twitter executives over the suspension of user accounts in connection to Republic Day tractor rally violence intensified on Wednesday as the government expressed strong displeasure over Twitter's action regarding the alleged spread of inflammatory content and misinformation on the farmer protest. According to reports, top Twitter executives may now face arrest as the microblogging website decided to put a hold on censoring of user accounts. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has once again urged the agitating farmers to renew talks while replying to the motion of thanks to the President's address in the Lok Sabha. He promised that the government is ready for clause-by-clause discussion and could make changes to the farm laws. He also hailed the farm agitations to be holy and said a group of perpetual protesters spoiled the sanctity of farm protests by demanding release of terrorists, Naxals and rioters. He called it an insult to the farmers' protest. In a late evening tweet yesterday, Prime Minister Narendra Modi revealed that Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau called him to request for COVID-19 vaccines. The reports say that Canada has asked for 1 million doses of COVID vaccines from Serum Institute. Though it is a commercial purchase, the government would have to grant the export clearance. PM in his tweet said that he has assured the Canadian Prime Minister that India would do its best to facilitate supplies of COVID vaccines sought by Canada. The US President Joe Biden yesterday announced that US will impose sanctions on Myanmar's military leaders following the military coup. In his brief remarks on the issue, he said that he had approved a new executive order allowing the United States to immediately sanction the military leaders who directed the coup, their business interests as well as close family members. He said that they would identify targets of those sanctions this week.